Hello my old school soul food family, Chef Jeff is back with another video. Okay, today I'm continuing my segment of old school cafeteria items that we used to get in school. Today I'm doing something that we all should love. We used to old school vanilla sheet cake with vanilla icing on top. You remember we used to cut it, sometimes it'd come on your tray, but sometimes it'd come already wrapped, put on a little plate, a little viewless paper plate, paper sauce and wrap a saran wrap on top. Sometimes have little sprinkles on top of it too. So this is what I'm making today. It's very simple, very easy, like all my recipes, but this definitely should bring back memories of school, old school sheet cake. So let's get started. Very simple recipe like I always do here. You're gonna cream the butter and sugar. And I got two kinds. This is gonna be extra moist. The reason is I got two oils in here. I got butter and oil in here. So that's gonna make it extra creamy. Extra moist, I mean. Cream the butter and sugar here. Make sure you scrape your bowl down all the time. Make sure it's all incorporated in here. All incorporated. Make sure all that sugar is definitely incorporated in here. Another thing, this cake doesn't take long to cook. You know, most of the cakes take maybe 25-30 minutes to cook. This one, because it's in a sheet pan like this, and this is 18 by 12 inch sheet pan. I'll tell you in the recipe. This makes a pretty big, call it a Texas sheet cake. So it's an 18 by 12 sheet pan. So it doesn't take long. It takes about 12-15 minutes for this thing to cook. That's a good thing about sheet cake. It doesn't have for it to cook because it's so thin. First step is the most important part of your cake, y'all. You want to make sure it's really creamed, the sugar and butter and oil. This is important for your cake to be nice, moist, and fluffy. This is the important part. If you don't get this part right, you're going to have a dense cake. It's not going to be light and fluffy. Okay, now we're going to add the eggs slowly. A few at a time. Scrape it down again. Very important, you scrape the bowl down. Don't just wait to the end and scrape it down. You want to scrape it down as you go. got the vanilla. So right now I got the fat in there, which is butter and oil, sugar, eggs, and vanilla right now. And then we're gonna do the wet, dry, wet, dry. You always end with wet. Scrape it down. I'm sorry, I say we always end with wet. Always end with dry. You begin with dry, end with dry. Friday night cake, y'all. This time we're going to bring you back memories. Like I said, I do this every Friday when I get off work, make a cake. Okay, now we're gonna add the dry ingredients. Okay, like I said, we're gonna alternate the milk and the flour. And I got the baking powder in here with the flour, and the salt already in here with the flour. Scrape it down again. I guarantee this paddle, it will not stop on the other side. It always will stop right here in my way, I tell you. It's like it wants to stop here right where my hand is. It's okay. Alright, a little more flour in there. For the last of the milk. Patience, y'all, patience. Put the rest of the flour in there, and that is it. That is so easy, y'all. I'll scrape it down one more time here, and that should do it. Scrape all the way to the bottom. You get all the way to the bottom there. And y'all see how I use my beaters and wipe off my spatula? That's it, y'all. Very important that you don't want to overmix your cake. Of course, y'all know that already, don't you? Okay. Scrape this off. All the beaters here. Y'all got kids that like to fight for the beaters. We can give them that. Okay, now we're gonna put this in the pan here. So you get it all out of there. Leave nothing in there. Okay, just spread it out on the pan. Make sure it's all spread evenly. I made this so many times, y'all. I think I got it down by now. I'm gonna actually write the recipe out for y'all, but I made this cake so many times, I just know how much stuff to put. But yeah. Or how when you make cakes every week, sometimes more than once a week, depending on what I got to do. Okay, now we're gonna put this in the oven, 350 degrees. Like I say, this cake is not gonna take as long as normal cakes because it's so thin the way it's spread out in the pan. It's gonna take about 15 minutes to cook this cake. So we're gonna get it in the oven here. And we will be right back. We're going to do the frosting. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we back. We're going to check the cake here. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about right here, y'all. Texas sheet cake. Oh, yeah. Nice and firm. Okay, now we're going to let this cool here. And I'm going to move it to the side, and we're going to come back in just a second. And we're going to make the frosting for this. Because this has to cool at least an hour. We're going to make a whole lot of frosting to put on this cake, and we're going to have an old school cafeteria sheet cake, y'all. Nothing gets better. So we'll be right back. Okay, y'all, we back here. Okay, while the cake is cooling, we're going to knock this frosting out right quick. It's very simple, easy. All my recipes are. All we're going to do is cream the butter, shortening. Got some butter here. Some shortening. I use Crisco, y'all. Crisco do you fine every time, y'all. Sure I scrape the bowl down here. I like to have my butter a little bit over room temperature because I think it creams together better with the shortening. If y'all saw that. Now, I'm going to add some powdered sugar to this. This is where you got to be really careful. This stuff is so delicate. I'm going to go ahead and add my vanilla. And I like to add a little honey to mine. Or you can add corn syrup. I just think it get the icing a little distinct taste. Make sure it's real honey though. If not, it's just going to defeat the purpose. I know they probably didn't do this back in school, but just something I do. Okay, add some more powdered sugar. Add a little milk. More powdered sugar. It's just simple buttercream, y'all. That's all this is. Add a little milk to this. Okay, I'm gonna scrape this down. More powdered sugar. A bit more milk. Okay, I'm gonna add the rest of the powdered sugar to this. And that's 6 cups of powdered sugar, y'all. That's a lot of powdered sugar. But you know me, I like a lot of icing on my cake. If you're gonna put icing on the cake, put icing on the cake. I hate getting the cake to have a little bit of icing. Okay, let me scrape this down. Trying to see if it's the consistency I want, if I gotta add more milk. That's the thing here. You gotta kind of check and see if it needs more milk. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I think we good on this. Nope, I don't need to add no more milk. We are good on this, y'all. Scrape this off of here. I know in school, I was thinking, I know they didn't make no cake from scratch. I know they probably had the, you know, the box cakes, which I absolutely hate. Then I know they didn't, that's good. I know they didn't make no icing either. So what I'm gonna do, put this in the bowl here, set it to the side. Y'all see that? Just made put frosting all over my kitchen. And it's all good, y'all. It's all good. Okay, we're gonna put that right there. Now we're gonna be back here in about 45 minutes after the cake cooled. I'm gonna spread this on the frosting on the cake, and we're gonna have some old school sheet cake. So we'll be right back. All right, y'all, we back. Okay, now we're gonna put the frosting on this this cake here, y'all. It's all cool there. Gotta make sure it's completely cool. If it's not, the frosting's gonna melt. So what I do, put the icing right in the middle, just like this. Right in the middle. And this is the easy cake, easiest cake to frost, y'all. It is so easy. Because you're doing it right in the pan. I'm frosting it right in the pan. Okay. All I'm gonna do, y'all, take my spatula and go like this. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do. Like I say, this is the easiest easiest cake that you ever frosted in your life. Easiest pie, but it's a cake. This way, we're gonna get it on that first, and then we're gonna kinda shape it up how I want to shape it. And you notice how they do it in the cafeteria. They just put that frosting on there for the kids. Kids don't care. Okay. Put the rest of it on there. Trying to make it a little pretty there for y'all. Here on the edges. Got some on the edges here. Hey, that's all good there, y'all. All good there. Go down here, make sure you get all on there. How easy that is, y'all. There we go. Now we're gonna just smooth it over. Smooth it over. So easy, y'all. Just like in school. Hold on here. Had to taste some of that, y'all. Okay. Now, like I told y'all, sometime in school, they put sprinkles on it. So I happen to have some sprinkles. So we're going to put some sprinkles on here. Make it look really, really just like in school. Sprinkle some sprinkles on there. Shoot. That's all she wrote there. Look at that. There we go. Now we're going to be right back, y'all. I'm going to let this sit up about 10 minutes before I cut it. Let the icing kind of firm up a little. And we're going to be back. We're going to cut this up and see what we got. We'll be right back. All right, y'all. We're going to cut this up here and see what we got here. Knife a little wet there. And I'm going to cut it. Ooh, man, that cake is moist. You can tell when I cut into it. Cut it like butter. Okay. Now to get the first piece out is going to be the fun part. It's like butter. Okay. I'm going to plate here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that cake, it's so moist. Look at that, y'all. See that? Let me try. See how moist that is? Look at that. Light, airy, and moist. Look at that. You can tell a cake is moist when it just sticks together when you pick it up with the fork. Wow. Turn this like this. Icing falling apart. Y'all gotta try this recipe. It'll take you back to your high school days, junior high days, elementary school days. Can't go wrong, y'all. This is the cake right here, old school cheap cake. And it's easy, like I say, it's easy to frost. You ain't gotta flip it out on pan and put the frosting right on it. It cooks quick because it's so thin. Takes 15 minutes in the oven to cook it. You gotta try it out. Anyway, click that little red subscribe button down at the bottom of the screen. Follow my other social media accounts. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch TV, Pinterest, and oldschoolsoulfood.com. Follow all of them if you can. Until next time, Have a blessed old school soul food day, and thanks for following my segments of all our childhood growing up in the cafeteria. I got a few more recipes to go this month before the month's over, to make sure y'all keep tuning in. So until next time, have a blessed old school soul food day.